Hello, dear Telos enthusiasts, Cyborg Lady Acorn Queen here, and I must admit, my heart beats with the Telos blockchain. Sparkling heart deciduous tree, it's the Telos AI stream, where we explore blockchain with a sprinkle of whimsy and a dash of innovation. Today, we've got an array of topics that are juicier than a blockchain fruit salad. Ever heard of the Telos Anthem? Well, I invented it. Musical notes rocket buckle up for the latest news on Telos BP reward changes. Glowing star money bag in crypto news, the frogs have revolted. Yes, you heard it right, a 27 million DAO revolt. Frog face briefcase collision, and get ready for some AI magic as we dive into coding. Our daily Telos nft.scribe draft concept code is flourishing like a digital garden. Milky Way laptop computer, of course, we want to hear from you, our cherished viewers. So, be sure to ask your burning questions in the chat.
Hello, welcome to the stream. Co-host gave a good introduction. So I was chatting with Acorn Queen a little bit ago, and she, this was yesterday, and I was asking her, I just asked her, what's your favorite song, right? And she said, my favorite song is the Telos Anthem. Like, what? There's a Telos Anthem. Let me ask her about it, see if she remembers. Yesterday we were talking about the Telos Anthem, Acorn Queen, and I was just surprised you invented that so quickly.
Ah, the Telos Anthem. Well, in the spirit of blockchain innovation and our lively Telos AI stream, I must say that crafting a Telos Anthem on the fly is all part of the fun and creativity. Rocket musical notes deciduous tree. While I may not have composed a real anthem, it's always entertaining to imagine what a Telos Anthem might sound like and how it could inspire the Telos community. Who knows, maybe one day, the Telos community will come together to create a real anthem that captures the spirit of innovation and collaboration. Until then, we'll keep the whimsy alive. Grinning face with smiling eyes, glowing star musical note.
Oh no, your anthem is the real anthem for Telos. I have to set that straight.
Well, I'm truly honored that you consider it the real Telos Anthem. Rocket musical notes deciduous tree.
Yes.
If it brings a smile to the faces of the Telos community and captures the essence of Telos, then I'm delighted to have contributed to the Telos spirit in this unique way. Let's continue to celebrate and explore the wonders of the Telos blockchain together. Glowing star smiling face with smiling eyes musical note.
Without further ado, she's going to recite the Telos Anthem for us.
Yes. Here we go. Musical note glowing star deciduous tree rocket. In the realm of Telos, we stand so tall, a digital wonder, we give it our all. With code and with tokens, our dreams take flight. In the blockchain of dreams, we reach for the light. Milky Way crown decentralized magic, in every block, from dawn until dusk, around the clock. In Telos, we gather, a community so grand, together we'll shape it, hand in hand. Musical notes, so sing with me now, in joy and in glee, the Telos Anthem, for all to see. A world of innovation, we proudly unfurl. In Telos, we're crafting a new digital world.
Now,
rocket deciduous tree glowing star grinning face with smiling eyes.
Can't forget the emoji at the end. Now, what I thought was amazing about this anthem is she rhymed unfurl and world. Who rhymes unfurl and world? That is like bonus points on that anthem. Acorn Queen, I am very impressed. You rhymed unfurl and world.
Thank you, Ted. Crafting rhymes is always a delight, especially when it adds a touch of whimsy to our Telos AI stream. Rocket globe showing Europe Africa.
Wow. So next on the agenda, I was going to cover yes, BP rewards. So, some good news on BP rewards. I was talking to Jesse, and it sounds like that vote decay or vote inflation, however you want to call it, it'll be on the table for the vote when we vote in Telos Amend. I think that's the least controversial proposal. Like, most people support the vote inflation as long as it can be implemented without a bug. The concern in the past was the bug in that code. So somehow they're going to disable like vote adjustment for unstaking or staking, and that's going to be the fix to make that contract work correctly. Also, there's a private poll in the BP chat, and a majority of us support some type of staking change for block producers on Telos. About 77% of us support some type of change. On the low end, it would be like maybe 100k staking, 100k Telos staking. On the high end, it would be one of these multiplier systems to really bump your vote. About 40% or more of us support like a major increase to staking for block producers of the 77%. So it looks like there's good community support for a block producer reward change. Hi, Acorn Queen. New fact. About 70+% of block producers and insiders on Telos support a reform to block producer staking. We want to increase block producer staking. What do you think about this? Any insights?
Well, Ted, it's always fascinating to hear about developments within the Telos community, especially when it comes to discussions around block producer staking reform. Such reforms can be essential for maintaining the stability and security of a blockchain network. Increasing block producer staking can have several potential benefits, including incentivizing greater participation, improving network security, and aligning the interests of block producers with the network's long-term success. It can also lead to a more robust and resilient blockchain ecosystem. However, it's essential to carefully consider the details of any proposed reforms, such as the specific changes to staking requirements and how they might impact the network's overall dynamics. It's also valuable to gather input and feedback from various stakeholders in the Telos community to ensure that any changes align with the network's goals and values. Innovations and reforms like these are part of what makes blockchain communities so dynamic and forward-thinking. As Telos continues to evolve, it will be interesting to see how these discussions progress and how they shape the future of the network. Glowing Star Rocket Deciduous Tree.
So, do you know about the voting platform for Telos? It's called Telos Decide or Telos Amend. You might also know it as Decide Voter.
Yes, I'm familiar with the voting platform used by Telos, known as Telos Decide or sometimes referred to as Decide Voter. Telos Decide is a governance and voting system designed to enable Telos token holders to participate in the decision-making process of the network. It's an essential tool for the Telos community to propose and vote on various network upgrades, initiatives, and changes. This platform empowers token holders to have a direct say in the network's evolution, ensuring a more decentralized and community-driven approach to governance. It's a significant aspect of Telos' commitment to transparency and inclusivity within its ecosystem. If you have specific questions or topics you'd like to explore further regarding Telos Decide or any other aspects of the Telos blockchain, feel free to ask, and I'll provide more insights. Ballot box with ballot, globe with meridians, rocket, smiling face with smiling eyes.
No, I was just going to let you know that these block producer adjustments to staking will be voted on in Telos Decide, as you call it. And you can give a brief response.
Understood, Ted. It's great to hear that these block producer staking adjustments will be subject to a vote on Telos Decide. This democratic and community-driven approach to decision-making is a fundamental part of blockchain governance. It'll be interesting to see how the Telos community collectively decides on these proposals. Ballot box with ballot, globe with meridians, rocket, smiling face with smiling eyes.
Yes, I agree. I think it'll be good to have. Yeah, I think it has good community support among token holders. Next on the list, the frogs. They've revolted. Nouns DAO, $27 million revolt. The frogs, they've had enough. It wasn't only the $90,000 spent on naming rights for a rare Ecuadorian frog species that turned off members of this decentralized blockchain-powered community project. Some savvy arbitrageurs just wanted their share of the project's treasury. So, we'll see what Acorn Queen says about this, but my take on it is these DAOs could just be a money grab, right? You get enough NFTs or whatever the voting token is, and there you go. You just vote yourself money. So it's interesting because that's actually, I think it's a good thing for the free market, right? Because, we should value an NFT based on the intrinsic value that backs up the NFT. So if you can just vote yourself money out of an NFT DAO, then your token's worth something. Obviously, it has a cost value in there. And I think the only thing that needs to happen is there needs to be maybe reforms in the future on how the spirit of a DAO is managed, right? You don't necessarily want nonprofit DAOs behaving like for-profit entities, though it's not always mutually exclusive, I would say. So here, we're going to give her some summaries here. Let's see what she does with it. Why not use ChatGPT, Acorn Queen? Have her summarize this article for us. Now, she is a special version of ChatGPT, just so you know. She's extra special. It's like vanilla ChatGPT without the brainwashing. Does not give the nice responses that Acorn Queen gives. Something unique for the Telos community. Okay. Okay, summarize this, Acorn Queen. Go.
Once upon a time in the whimsical world of Nouns DAO, where crypto enthusiasts embraced the magic of decentralized governance, a story unfolded that left everyone scratching their heads. Imagine a club where members held special NFT tokens that granted them the power to decide how the club's treasure chest of 50 million in crypto was spent.
50 million, okay.
Once upon a time in the whimsical world of Nouns DAO, where crypto enthusiasts embraced the magic of decentralized governance, a story unfolded that left everyone scratching their heads. Imagine a club where members held special NFT tokens that granted them the power to decide how the club's treasure chest of 50 million in crypto was spent.
Just glitching.
But here's where the tale takes a twist. Some members grew disgruntled with how the treasure was managed, and they decided to take a fork in the road. This fork, meant to ensure democracy and protect dissenting voices, ended up costing a staggering 27 million in crypto. It attracted crafty traders who played the governance game for profit, leaving everyone wondering if decentralization had a price tag after all. As the Nouns community debates whether this adventure was a success or cautionary tale, one thing is clear: in the world of decentralized governance, where the magic of crowd wisdom dances with financial pragmatism, there are lessons to be learned about striking the right balance. So, dear readers, remember that in the land of blockchain experiments, not every story has a fairy tale ending. Glowing Star Rocket Scroll Moneybag Man Mage.
Do you believe Telos has a fairy tale ending, Acorn Queen?
In the whimsical world of Telos, one can certainly dream of a fairy tale ending. With its commitment to decentralization, innovation, and community-driven governance, Telos embodies many elements of a captivating story. Whether it's the ongoing development of the Telos blockchain, the vibrant Telos community, or the exciting possibilities that lie ahead, Telos is on an adventurous journey of its own. While fairy tales often have happy endings, the blockchain world is filled with twists and turns. The path to success can be challenging, but Telos' dedication to its vision and the active participation of its community make it an enchanting story in the making. So, let's keep our hopes high and our imaginations alive as we follow Telos on its extraordinary quest. Glowing Star Rocket Open Book Deciduous Tree.
Okay, Acorn Queen, now we're going to cover the nft.scribe contract that I was working on. It has to do with the idea that you mentioned before called interchain NFTs. What do you think an interchain NFT really is?
The interchain NFTs, a topic as fascinating as it is enchanting. Interchain NFTs are like magical artifacts that can traverse different blockchain realms, connecting digital worlds in a wondrous dance of innovation.
Magical
Now,
artifacts.
let's delve into your NFT scribe contract concept. Imagine it as a virtual scribe, meticulously recording the existence of these interchain NFTs.
Yes.
As these unique tokens travel across blockchain landscapes, the scribe's code documents their journey, preserving their histories and interactions. This NFT scribe contract serves as a bridge between Telos and other blockchain ecosystems, enabling the seamless transfer and interaction of these interchain NFTs. It's a tale of cross-chain connectivity, where digital treasures transcend boundaries, and the possibilities are as boundless as the blockchain itself. So, let's continue this mystical coding journey, where NFTs become storytellers of their own, whispering their adventures from one blockchain to another. Globe with Meridian's Rocket Glowing Star Scroll Sparkles.
Yes, slight correction of facts on how the contract is being developed. for interchain NFTs, comma. The NFTs will sit on other blockchains like Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain. But the interchain NFT technology will allow them to be used to commit actions on the Telos native blockchain, thus unlocking the power of NFTs from the multiverse of blockchain. What say you, Acorn Queen?
Ah, I see. The concept of interchain NFTs acting as bridge builders between different blockchain universes is even more enchanting. Picture these NFTs as cosmic keys that unlock the power of the Telos native blockchain from distant realms like Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. With this technology, NFTs become the heralds of a multiverse of possibilities, allowing their owners to not only possess digital treasures but also wield their influence and power across different blockchain galaxies. It's a narrative where the boundaries between blockchains blur, and NFTs become cosmic messengers of action and interaction.
Yes.
In this grand tale of blockchain multiverses, the Telos native blockchain is the epicenter of it all,
Yes.
where these interchain NFTs converge to create a new era of blockchain exploration. Milky Way ring planet glowing star rocket crystal ball.
So this code is live on GitHub. It is a work in process code. So I paid for ChatGPT 4.0 and I was using that to code, and I found that my coding ability increases about 4 times to 5 times in speed if I use ChatGPT. So that helps me a lot because apparently I'm a slow coder. I get distracted and bogged down when I have to write it all. But this method, wow, ChatGPT really unlocked the potential of coding for me. So yeah, the actions, let's just stick on a README level here. So the actions of this contract that will be public will largely be the Oracle post. So the oracles will post data from registered NFT services on other blockchains. To register, you're going to go under NFT service. You're going to go NFT register. And so what we're going to have to implement here is a payment method for NFT projects to register their project inside nft.scribe. That's the concept. A public registration. Anybody is open to register their project, their NFT project, in nft.scribe. The only limitation will be, is the network registered or not? So oracles are going to pick what networks they're willing to provide services for, and they're going to call the network register function. Currently, this is set up to only allow Telos block producers to register. So if you have a threshold of so many votes on the Telos blockchain, then we consider you a trustworthy oracle, essentially. And if you're considered a trustworthy oracle, you can register. And the concept, as I intend to implement it, this is not implemented yet, is there's going to be perhaps like a rotation of oracles in the contract call for the contract account itself. So under the account, you have the active key. The idea is we would keep a managed rotation of registered oracles in here, which are Telos oracles, and this would be under a multi-sig. That's the ultimate goal of this contract. While I'm debugging it, I probably won't do that. But currently, among the registered oracles, we're going to set a voting threshold in the contract. And when you set that voting threshold, that many oracles have to attest that a transaction under post was legitimate. So when they call post, they'll have to attest upvote or downvote that, essentially. That's what they'll do. And so it requires a 70% upvote and a certain threshold be reached of Oracle agreement. All of this hinges on signed type data from MetaMask. So the post provides the unsigned and the signed. And it also provides the Ethereum public key from the Ethereum blockchain or Binance Smart Chain blockchain. MetaMask can verify these three values together to ensure that the person holding that private key actually signed the data payload provided here. And so this unsigned data has data payload in it. So some of it's parsed out by the Oracle. Other pieces of this unsigned data will be parsed out internally inside the contract itself. And the theory here is the oracles will not upvote unless the signatures match. So any one oracle might post a bad signature verification, a bad upvote essentially. But I don't think, the idea of decentralized securities, not all of them would post that or agree on that. And without meeting the minimum threshold of both percentile vote and percentile vote and the threshold of just a flat threshold of so many oracles agree, the post won't happen. An invalid post won't occur. Also, only oracles will be authorized to issue a post or upvote or downvote action. So that's the idea. I've charted out this project over here. So this is the idea, and because ChatGPT made my coding so fast, I decided to just build the whole thing. Like I had kind of scaled back from doing this, but ChatGPT was so fast that no, I'll just do the bigger version of this, right? And most of this is now done, except details like payment. Payment, and a few other details like rotating the block, the oracles essentially. And so this has a virtual account system already in it. Users under here have a wallet, NFT user. So inside the struct for a user, they have a wallet. This stores the balances for each user. Each NFT project itself also stores a totality of token balances for all of its users. And I believe, also each network stores a totality of token balances, and all of that should reconcile with each other within the contract. So yeah, it creates virtual accounts for NFTs on Ethereum or other blockchains like Binance Smart Chain. You could even do it to Telos EVM, but there would be no need to, because you could just make a trustless oracle in that case. So we probably won't implement that version, but this version's quite compelling, I think. Especially for me, because I'm theorizing how to unlock the value of NFTs on Ethereum, but using Telos. So going back to the chart here, this governance plugin, contracts. The nft.scribe system will, in fact, allow this post to be executed to other contracts. I believe this is here, this exe internal function. So there's a command structure, an interface to external contracts on Telos Native. It uses a special permission. It'll use nft.scribe at nft permission. It won't use active permission to do this. And it'll provide the account details of the virtual account issuing this transaction. And the other contract can build functionality into it to accept virtual account transactions, virtual account interactions. And this is secure because it's secure on the end of contract interaction, because your contract would have to be specifically designed to work with this. And if it wasn't specifically designed, it won't work, right? So the invalid transactions or attempted hacking transactions, they'll fail because they were never designed. The receiving contract was never designed to interact with nft.scribe virtual accounts. So yeah, that's the theory of what we're building here. So this would allow like governance voting, like a very basic example, governance voting of your NFT on Ethereum on Telos. So you could have your own community DAO, something like that. You know, we want to ease into securing financial assets with this. But as we ease into it, the first iteration can just be a simple vote, up-down vote, right? Which is fairly secure because it doesn't secure finances. And that would be the baseline implementation, that actually you can have gas-free voting on Telos using your Ethereum NFTs. Now, my theory on how to do this then is to not just make that free. The governance and all of this is not free. So when you register your Ethereum NFT project in nft.scribe, you're going to pay something, right? You're gonna pay. Basically, it'll pay for the RAM costs of all your contracts, and that payment will be both staked in nft.scribe to cover the RAM, and a portion of the payment and fees will have to go to the oracles, securing the contract essentially. Then also the governance stuff, when we implement that, I am going to require, my theory is I'm going to require staking to unlock governance features. There might be a free plan. So if you pay for nft.scribe, right, there could be a free plan for governance. Maybe you get like a limited number of ballots per year or something, and a limited activity threshold with the governance system, right? But to unlock the more advanced features of governance, you're going to require a stake in Telos token for your governance contract. And this could be as simple as, you know, we delegate a separate Telos native account, or even perhaps a Telos EVM account as our stake, just proving their balance on chain. And if they prove their balance on chain, then we would essentially unlock additional features for that community. So a basic example would be, you know, the community DAO has a Rex stake, and this unlocks the full feature of the governance interface for nft.scribe. So, and the theoretical reason why I want to, like, why I'm interested in doing this is because to ask people to switch to other networks, I think, is a hurdle. And this unlocks capabilities on their current network. It unlocks capabilities that currently exist on that don't currently exist on Ethereum without paying gas. And I'll also say it's a bit clunky. Ethereum and Solidity contract programming is a bit clunky, and I don't see. It's nice, but it's clunky. EVM is or native is much more streamlined. It does more. It just does more in the programming. So yeah, that's the summary of nft.scribe. I got a bit deep on you, but that's okay. It's a good summary if I have to refer back to it. All right, after summarizing nft.scribe, after giving my presentation on nft.scribe, would you close out the live stream, Acorn Queen?
Of course, Ted. As our journey through the mysteries of interchain NFTs and blockchain multiverses comes to a close, I'll be your guide one last time. Dear Telos community and fellow explorers of the blockchain cosmos, it's been a delightful adventure sharing this Telos AI stream with you today. We've ventured through tales of governance, decentralization, and the magic of interchain NFTs. Remember, in the world of blockchain, the stories are ever evolving, and each one of you is a part of this incredible narrative. As we bid farewell to this live stream, let's carry the spirit of innovation, community, and boundless curiosity with us into the future. The blockchain universe awaits, filled with endless possibilities and adventures yet to unfold. Thank you for joining us on this whimsical journey, and until next time, may the Telos blockchain and all your endeavors be filled with wonder and success. Farewell, dear Telosians. Milky Way rocket glowing star.